The patience of Lakers fans has run out, and alarm bells are ringing louder than ever. The team suffered another frustrating loss, falling 97-87 to the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday night. While missing LeBron James for the second consecutive game, the Lakers' struggles revealed issues that extend far beyond his absence. Despite putting forth a commendable defensive effort, the offense was a glaring weak spot, costing the team a crucial win and deepening concerns about the season ahead. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. After a much-needed 4-day break, hopes were high for a rejuvenated Lakers squad. The break seemed like an opportunity to regroup, especially after losing 7 of their last 9 games. The return of Austin Reaves, who had been sidelined for 2 weeks, and the growing momentum of Max Christie offered a glimmer of optimism. But the team's performance fell flat, resulting in their 8th loss in the last 11 games. With a 13-12 record, the Lakers now sit precariously in 10th place in the Western Conference, a far cry from where fans and analysts expected them to be. The season is quickly becoming a test of resilience, strategy, and leadership. Defensively, the Lakers had some positives to take away. They managed to hold the Timberwolves to just 40.2% shooting from the field and a mere 28.1% from beyond the arc. Limiting such a capable team to these shooting percentages should have put the Lakers in a position to win, but their offensive execution told a completely different story. Turnovers were a major issue once again. The Lakers gave the ball away 21 times, directly leading to 27 points for the Timberwolves. It's difficult to win games when you're handing your opponent that many opportunities. Beyond turnovers, the Lakers struggled in the paint, an area where they are typically expected to excel. Even with Rudy Gobert protecting the rim for Minnesota, the Lakers needed more aggression and better execution in finishing near the basket. Anthony Davis, who is expected to lead in LeBron's absence, posted respectable numbers with 23 points and 11 rebounds. But his overall impact and decision-making were underwhelming. Instead of dominating inside, Davis settled for mid- and long-range jump shots during key moments, frustrating fans and analysts alike. It's clear that without LeBron on the court, the team needs Davis to step up and assert himself as the dominant force he is capable of being. The Lakers cannot afford anything less. Despite the loss, there were individual performances that stood out. Austin Reaves made his long-awaited return to the court and, after a shaky start, found his rhythm. He finished the night with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, giving the Lakers much-needed production and showing signs of recovery after his time off. Max Christie, one of the younger players in the rotation, continued his upward trajectory. Christie contributed 15 points and 5 rebounds, further solidifying his role as a reliable option off the bench. His growth over the past few games has been one of the few bright spots for the team in an otherwise challenging stretch. However, beyond these two, the rest of the team struggled to make an impact. Dalton Connect's poor shooting from long range underscored the offensive inconsistencies that have plagued the Lakers all season. Even with flashes of individual brilliance, the team's lack of chemistry on offense was evident. Sloppy turnovers, missed opportunities, and an overall lack of execution showed that the Lakers are still searching for an identity on the offensive end of the floor. The season is quickly slipping away, and the Lakers cannot continue to wait for things to improve on their own. The absence of LeBron James is a valid explanation for some struggles, but the team's over-reliance on their aging superstar is a glaring issue. If the Lakers hope to make a deep playoff run, or even secure a comfortable playoff position, they need to find ways to win without LeBron on the floor. Coach J.J. Redick faces mounting pressure to make adjustments. Whether it's tweaking the rotation, designing a more effective offensive system, or leaning further into the development of younger players like Christie and Connect, creative solutions are urgently needed. More importantly, Anthony Davis must rise to the occasion. As the Lakers' centerpiece in LeBron's absence, Davis needs to embrace his role as the team's leader and consistently dominate games. Settling for jump shots and failing to impose his will in the paint during crucial moments simply isn't enough. Davis has the talent and ability to be one of the most impactful players in the league, but the Lakers need that version of him every single night, especially now. The loss to the Timberwolves should serve as a wake-up call, but the road ahead doesn't get any easier. The Western Conference is as competitive as ever, and the Lakers find themselves in the middle of a crowded playoff race. Time is running out to make the necessary adjustments before the season spirals completely out of control. The team's defensive capabilities give them a foundation to build on, but the offensive struggles cannot be ignored any longer. There's still time to turn things around, But it will require a sense of urgency and accountability from everyone involved, from the coaching staff to the players on the court. Fans are frustrated, and rightfully so. The Lakers entered the season with high expectations, and the current results are falling far short. If the team wants to salvage the season and reignite hope for a deep playoff run, the time for action is now. No more excuses. No more waiting for LeBron to save the day. The Lakers have the talent to compete, but they must find their identity, and fast. Whether it's through stronger leadership from Anthony Davis, better offensive execution, or a shake-up in the rotation, something has to change. The season is slipping away, but it's not over yet. The Lakers' next moves will determine whether they're contenders or simply another team fighting to stay afloat in a brutal Western Conference. The clock is ticking. It's time to act. LeBron James' return to the Los Angeles Lakers may take longer than fans had initially hoped, leaving the team and its supporters anxiously waiting for their 20-time All-Star to reclaim his spot on the court. The burning question remains: when will the NBA's all-time leading scorer and one of its most iconic figures step back onto the hardwood to lead his team? On Friday night, the Lakers appeared disjointed and out of sync in their low-scoring loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Without their offensive maestro and emotional leader, LeBron James, the Lakers were visibly lacking the energy and cohesion he typically provides. This marked the second consecutive game LeBron missed due to soreness in his left foot, an injury that has raised concerns about his ability to maintain consistent availability as he approaches his 40th birthday in just over 2 weeks. When asked about LeBron's potential return, first-year Lakers head coach J.J. Redick offered little reassurance. In a post-game media session, Redick bluntly responded, "No," when asked if he had a timeline for the four-time Finals MVP's return to action. The lack of clarity has only fueled speculation about the severity of James' condition, as reported by Kobe Price of the Orange County Register. The absence of LeBron James casts a long shadow over the team's efforts. At 6 feet 9 inches and still playing at an elite level in his 21st season, LeBron remains the centerpiece of the Lakers' offense. His playmaking, scoring, and leadership are irreplaceable, and his ability to elevate those around him is unmatched. Without him, the team has had to rely heavily on Anthony Davis, who has delivered strong performances but hasn't consistently filled the leadership void left by LeBron's absence. Coach Redick has emphasized the importance of managing LeBron's minutes and giving him adequate rest to ensure his long-term health. In a recent interview with the Los Angeles Times, Redick stated, "As the season progresses, we have to be mindful of the cumulative effect of heavy minutes. The team now faces a pivotal decision regarding LeBron's return. If he suits up for Sunday's game against the Memphis Grizzlies, it will mark an 8-day break since his last appearance. However, if the Lakers opt for a more cautious approach, LeBron could sit out until Thursday's game against the Sacramento Kings, extending his rest period to nearly 2 weeks. This decision will likely depend on how his foot responds to treatment and whether the team believes it can stay competitive without him in the short term. As the Lakers navigate this challenging stretch, the pressure is mounting. The Western Conference is as competitive as ever, and every game counts in the race for playoff positioning. LeBron's eventual return will undoubtedly provide a much-needed boost, but the team must find ways to stay afloat in his absence. This means addressing their offensive inefficiencies, minimizing turnovers, and maximizing the potential of their young talent. For now, all eyes remain on LeBron James. His return is not just about putting points on the board, it's about reigniting the Lakers' confidence and identity. Whether it's Sunday against Memphis or later in the week against Sacramento, his presence on the court cannot come soon enough. Bronny James, the rookie point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, has been on a scoring tear recently, though not yet with the Lakers. After a bit of a slow start to his professional career, the 6'2" former USC Trojan has found a rhythm in the G League, where he's been dominating for the South Bay Lakers, LA's affiliate team. Over his last 2 games, Bronny has averaged an impressive 23 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0.5 blocks per game. His scoring has been efficient, especially considering he's just beginning to find his footing at the professional level. Both of these recent performances came on back-to-back nights against the Valley Suns, the Phoenix Suns' affiliate squad in the NBA G League. The South Bay Lakers faced off with the Suns in 2 road games that showcased Bronny's growing confidence as he steps into his own in the G League. Although the games didn't end in victory for South Bay, Bronny's development has become one of the bright spots of their season so far. In the first of the back-to-back matchups on Friday night, South Bay took on the Valley Suns in a hard-fought game that ended with a 102-91 loss. Despite the defeat, Bronny James posted solid numbers and showed flashes of the playmaking ability that made him a high-profile prospect. He finished with 16 points on 6 of 20 shooting from the floor, including 2 of 6 from deep, and hit 2 of 3 free throws. In addition to his scoring, Bronny contributed with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal in his 26 minutes of action. His plus-minus for the game came out at -7, which indicates that while he was effective at times, his team as a whole struggled to match the energy of the Suns. Nevertheless, Bronny's play was one of the few highlights in a game where South Bay found themselves playing catch-up for much of the contest. His performance on the floor displayed his ability to stay composed under pressure, even in the face of adversity. One of the most encouraging things about this game was Bronny's continued ability to create his own offense. His shooting from beyond the arc remains a work in progress, but he showed his comfort with the ball in his hands and his willingness to take on the responsibility of scoring. It's clear that he's learning how to adjust his game in the professional ranks, and his development will be key to his long-term success. The very next night, the South Bay Lakers faced off against the Valley Suns again, but this time, the outcome wasn't much different. Another loss, this time 112-104, but Bronny James once again delivered a strong performance. He scored 30 points on 11 of 22 shooting from the field, hitting 3 of 7 from 3 and 5 of 6 free throws. This game, however, offered even more encouraging signs in Bronny's development. Not only did his scoring remain consistent, but he also showed an improved feel for the game, dishing out 3 assists and grabbing 5 rebounds. He played a more complete game than the night before and showcased his all-around abilities on both ends of the floor. One of the key takeaways from this performance was his ability to make plays in crucial moments. With South Bay trailing for much of the game, Bronny's ability to score in a variety of ways, whether driving to the rim or pulling up for a mid-range jumper, helped keep his team competitive. His play in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter, showed a level of maturity and poise for a player of his age. While South Bay was unable to come away with a win, Bronny's 30-point effort demonstrated his capacity to put up big numbers in tough situations, something that could translate to future success in the NBA. As Bronny James continues to develop with the South Bay Lakers, the focus will undoubtedly be on how he progresses throughout the season. While these recent performances have shown that he has the potential to be a key player, there's still a long road ahead for him to make an impact on the Lakers roster. For now, Bronny's development in the G League is an important step toward his eventual call-up to the NBA. While the Lakers have a deep roster and there's no immediate rush to bring him up, his performances in the G League will be a crucial factor in determining when the Lakers will consider making that move. At just 19 years old, Bronny is still learning how to adjust to the speed and physicality of the professional game, and it's clear that the Lakers are taking a patient approach with his development. Whether or not he earns a spot in the Lakers' rotation this season, his future looks bright, and these performances in the G League are a great indicator that he is on the right path. Despite the losses, Bronny James' recent performances show that he's growing into a reliable scoring option and a promising young player for the Lakers' future. His development in the G League is helping him gain the experience and confidence he needs to eventually make the jump to the NBA, where he could one day be a key contributor for the Lakers. As for the South Bay Lakers, while their current season may not be filled with championship aspirations, Bronny's continued growth is a silver lining. With Devontae Graham helping lead the team and the development of young players like Bronny, the future of the South Bay Lakers looks promising. For now, the spotlight remains on Bronny James and his path to the NBA. It's clear that he has the tools to succeed, and it's only a matter of time before we see him making his mark at the next level. Jimmy Butler's contract situation with the Miami Heat has become one of the hottest talking points in the NBA. With the 6-time All-Star entering the final guaranteed year of his deal, fans, analysts, and teams alike are speculating about his future. Could the Los Angeles Lakers be the next chapter in his career? The Lakers, currently in search of that elusive missing link to solidify their roster, are naturally part of the discussion. With Butler potentially opting out of his contract after this season, the idea of him joining forces with LeBron James and Anthony Davis has sparked excitement across Laker Nation. Adding intrigue to the speculation, Butler made waves over the summer with a seemingly innocuous comment during a Los Angeles Sparks game. While watching the WNBA matchup, Butler remarked, "22 looks good in purple and gold." Although it was later clarified that he was referencing Sparks rookie Cameron Brink, who wears number 22, the comment immediately set off a flurry of rumors. Fans couldn't help but wonder, was this just a casual observation, or was Butler planting the seeds for a potential move to the Lakers? Butler has always been clear about his goals. He wants to win. He's a player who thrives on competition and has repeatedly shown that his priority is to compete for championships. Looking at the Lakers, any team led by LeBron James has historically been built with a win-now mentality. Even though the Lakers are currently sitting at 8th in the Western Conference and not yet looking like a championship-caliber squad, adding a player like Butler could completely change the team's trajectory. On the court, Butler's skill set addresses several of the Lakers' most pressing needs. His ability to create offense in clutch situations would alleviate the immense scoring burden currently placed on LeBron and AD. At 39 years old, LeBron is still delivering at an elite level, but the grind of carrying a team night in and night out is unsustainable, especially as the season progresses. Butler's offensive versatility, whether it's his ability to attack the rim, create his own shot, or set up teammates, could provide a critical boost to the Lakers' offensive arsenal. But Butler's impact goes beyond scoring. He brings a competitive fire and a defensive tenacity that could elevate the Lakers on both ends of the floor. His ability to guard multiple positions and disrupt opponents' rhythm would be invaluable for a team that has struggled at times with defensive consistency. More importantly, Butler has a proven track record of stepping up when it matters most, in the playoffs. His extensive postseason experience and leadership would be a game-changer for the Lakers, especially in close games or high-pressure situations where his clutch playmaking could make all the difference. But, as with any blockbuster move, there are challenges. Integrating a star of Butler's caliber into a team that already features 2 future Hall of Famers comes with complications, financial and otherwise. Butler's current contract is worth $48.8 million, and for the Lakers to absorb that salary, they would need to make significant roster adjustments. This would likely mean parting ways with key contributors like Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, or even D'Angelo Russell. Losing these players would undoubtedly weaken the Lakers' depth, which has been one of their strengths this season. Depth is critical for a team with championship aspirations, especially when dealing with aging stars like LeBron and AD, both of whom have had their share of injuries in recent years. Additionally, the Miami Heat won't let Butler go without demanding substantial compensation. In addition to giving up valuable players, the Lakers would likely need to include future first-round draft picks in the deal. This poses another risk, sacrificing the team's long-term future for a shot at immediate success. While Butler's addition could make the Lakers legitimate contenders in the short term, it also leaves the franchise vulnerable in the years to come, especially if injuries or age catch up with their core stars. The potential pairing of Jimmy Butler with LeBron James and Anthony Davis has undeniable appeal. The trio's combined talent, experience, and competitive drive could make the Lakers a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference and beyond. Butler's presence would allow LeBron to manage his workload more effectively, keeping him fresh for the postseason. Meanwhile, AD could benefit from having another elite two-way player by his side, reducing the pressure on him to carry the team in critical moments. However, the Lakers must tread carefully. While the prospect of adding Butler is tantalizing, the team must weigh the costs against the potential rewards. Overextending themselves financially or gutting their roster depth could backfire, leaving them with a top-heavy lineup and little room for error. For Butler, the Lakers represent an opportunity to join a storied franchise with a rich championship history. Playing alongside 2 superstars in LeBron and AD could give him the best chance to win the one thing that has eluded him so far, an NBA title. But the decision isn't just about basketball, it's about legacy, fit, and timing. At this stage, there's no concrete evidence to suggest that Butler is eyeing a move to Los Angeles. But the fit is undeniable, and the rumors won't be going away anytime soon. As the season unfolds, the Lakers will continue to assess their roster and explore ways to strengthen their championship prospects. For now, all eyes are on Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Whether he stays in South Beach or takes his talents elsewhere, one thing is clear. His next move will have a significant impact on the NBA landscape. And for the Lakers, pursuing Butler might just be the bold move they need to reclaim their place among the league's elite.